But the guy that's most important, and he's been coming on really strong, is Evan Mobley.
Yep.
He's been a lot more physical with the ball, the way he's attacking. There was a clip in the game against Miami where he literally just gave Bam a nice little shoulder bump and then went around Bam for an and one. Like those types of plays from Mobley are the things you need to see more of. Yes, his shooting needs to come along. That's not going to happen this season. It's just don't count on it this season. You get a 3 from him, it's a prayer and be happy about it. But what he's being much more physical when he has the ball down low, that's going to be an important piece for them kind of going forward and for this year's playoffs, that will matter and make the difference. And if he could bump guys like that, I saw him do something like that to Giannis. I saw him do something like that to Grant Williams, who's granted like half his size, but bullying guys like that, that's a big piece for the Cavs going forward in the playoffs. And I think that's something to just kind of keep an eye on because he's really come on strong after the All-Star break.
Yeah, I think offensively, though, I think he's done a pretty good job. Now, he's not shooting the 3, but I think he's done a pretty good job of working the dunker spot and relocating. So giving up the ball, relocating, getting into the paint and getting some of these little push shots and floaters. I mean, when you look at his numbers, a lot of people are like, oh, well, where's the second year, progression? But when you look at his numbers, look, they added Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland's usage didn't go down, right? Someone's usage is going down to add Donovan Mitchell. He's like a 30% usage guy. Well, Evan Mobley's usage has gone down a little bit, but his numbers have basically stayed the same. So his production level, in aggregate is about the same as last year with fewer touches. And they're not like, it's not like they run the offense through him at any point in the game. He's getting the stuff on the margin. So I think, like you said, like he can grow offensively, but what he's doing defensively is really the key to them. To have Mobley and Jared Allen as your back line is a luxury that does any other team. I mean, I guess Milwaukee has 2 guys like that. Boston has 2 guys like that.
One healthy,
Cleveland.
One healthy.
Boston.
Here's the difference is you're watching a game and, maybe semi-transition or a switch happens or a scramble or something like that. And you end up with a wing guy like faced up on Mobley or Jared Allen. Like maybe Robert Williams when he's healthy, you're like, yeah, no, it's fine. But you look at you Brook Lopez, even Giannis, like if he's matched up against like a guard, you maybe need to rotate some help that direction. You just like it's fine, they got this, and you never. I think that's just such a luxury from a defensive standpoint. Now, the unfortunate side of that is if those guys are switched out on the perimeter, then you've got Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell under the basket.
All right.
But even them, like and Mo and I watched the Cavs Heat game, like the fact that those guys are battling, like Darius Garland's never going to be a great defensive player. But there's situations like he gets switched off and he's guarding Jimmy Butler under the basket and they try to dump the pass down. And instead of just like conceding and taking a foul or something like that, he battles to the point where he can get his hand in and tip the ball away. And now Jimmy Butler's got the ball at 12 feet instead of 6 feet. And you got a chance defensively. And just doing that is so important.
Well, for years, we hammered Donovan Mitchell for his lack of defense when he was playing in front of Rudy Gobert. And I got to say, he does compete more and more often playing in Cleveland. But then again, I mean, I think it's just an easier environment for him to compete in.